morning, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha, and these are the headlines for this hour. Secondary Education Examination SEE starts from today. Over 474,000 students appearing at the examination. CDO issues circular to prohibit public representatives from monitoring examination halls. As many as 18 people die in Kathmandu alone in the past 3 months due to different strains of influenza virus. Concerned authority says there is no budget to buy vaccines. Hundreds of thousands opposed to Brexit marched through central London to demand a new referendum. Deepening crisis risks Prime Minister May's premiership. And Chennai Super Kings start the Indian Premier League with a 7-wicket win against Royal Challengers Bangalore. This year's Secondary Education Examination SEE has started from 8 this morning. The Office of the Controller of Examinations has informed that a total of 474,987 students are appearing at this year's SEE. This is the first time that different question papers are being given at different provinces. There are a total of 1,969 examination centers throughout the country for the SEE. A workforce of 70,000 has been deployed for the smooth operation of the examination. The exams will be held until 4th of April. With the start of Secondary Education Examination SEE this morning, Chief District Officers of Province 1 have already corresponded with the head of the exam centers to prohibit the public representatives of local levels from entering the exam halls in the name of monitoring. From ward members, ward chairmen to the chiefs of the rural municipalities and municipalities, all of them had reached the SEE halls to take stock of the examination. Chiefs of the exam centers could not prohibit them from entering the exam halls. Many exam center heads were even found of inviting the public representatives to monitor the SEE to gain their undue favor. However, the act has been strictly prohibited this year. Except for those included in the directive, are not allowed to enter the exam hall this year, as seeing new faces during examination affects the appearing students psychologically, increasing the risk of unwanted fear. Those heading the exam centers have said that the chief district officers have corresponded them to prohibit the entrance of representatives of the local government, as the examination is under the provincial government and overseen by the center chiefs. Education experts have supported this decision as well. They have said that it was not the task for the public representatives to observe the examination. The public representatives must understand the government's initiative to eliminate the fear factor for the students and must aid in creating a conducive environment. It is not appropriate for them to reach the exam halls violating the directive for the SEE. As many as 18 people have died in Kathmandu alone in the past 3 months after contracting different strains of influenza virus, including H1N1, also known as swine flu. The virus claimed the lives of these people due to the government's failure in introducing timely vaccine programs. The symptoms of swine flu are similar to common cold infection, and the virus has been known to transmit easily through air. 926 people were detected with influenza virus in the span of the past 3 months in Kathmandu. Among them, 723 were found to have contracted H1N1 PDM09, considered as the most infectious and harmful strain of the virus. Doctors said that a majority of the 18 dead due to influenza were detected with swine flu virus. H1N1, AH3 and influenza B, among other strains, are easily communicable through air. Elderly, children, pregnant women, and those with low immunity power are considered to be at the highest risk of the disease. Doctors have advised to put on masks at crowded public places to prevent oneself from the influenza virus. Although the most effective means to prevent the virus is vaccination, the government has not made it free and easily available to the public yet. The Department of Health Services has said that it does not even have budget to buy the influenza vaccines. According to doctors, one can easily avert the negative impacts of such diseases by timely caution. However, dozens of people have still been losing their lives to the preventable disease merely due to the lack of awareness and carelessness on the part of the government mechanism. Dissatisfaction against the party leadership has intensified within Nepali Congress in relation to the Central Working Committee reversing the decision of the party's General Committee. The Central Committee recently endorsed a statute with the provision of automatic appointment of the party's central members as General Convention representatives and indefinitely allowing them to contest elections under the inclusive quota. Meanwhile, the party's disgruntled district presidents are preparing to hold a strong resistance against the provision. The district presidents have called for mass assemblies in Kathmandu on 3rd and 4th of April, citing that the party leadership remained indifferent towards their appeal at the Central Committee meeting. They have also warned that they would be compelled to call a special general convention if the leadership continues ignoring their demands. Already exhibited as a weak opposition, Nepali Congress has also been heavily criticized by the lower ranks and files for alleged the single-handedness of the leadership. Welcome back. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had instituted the think tank officially named as the Policy Research Academy for the study, research and analysis of the government policies and to counsel the government on the same. However, despite the lapse of 6 months since the formation of the academy, it has been entangled with issues of fiscal infrastructures, legal arrangements and organizational structure. Delivery of results from the entity is uncertain as the academy has been busy with the formulation of policies even as of now. The 5-member Policy Research Academy, led by sociology professor Chaitanya Mishra, included 4 researchers and also was supported with 2 administrators. The think tank, which was assigned with the broad responsibility of formulating the policies of the nation, is still engaged in preparation of its own infrastructures. The academy aims to work through 3 departments that are policy research, analysis, and knowledge bank. The main objective of the entity is not just to research on policy-related structures, but also to aid in the formulation of new frameworks. The think tank, inspired by international practices, holds the authority of direct cooperation with the government. However, the most important question is whether the Prime Minister will accept and implement the recommendations of the Academy, or will he assign the think tank to formulate policies that favor his government. 6 months have already been wasted, as the team of experts has also been assigned with the task of arranging their internal administrative mechanism. To add to that, there is no clarity on the level of freedom the government would grant to the academy. Because of all these aspects, beginning to speculate on the nature of the output from the Policy Research Academy would be too early. Welcome back. Ward offices are the places where the public reach for various purposes. In this context, we had asked the service seekers at the office of Birtamor Municipality's Ward number 1 regarding what they think about the service delivery. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
उहाँहरुले चाहिँ हामी आउने बित्तिकै हामी जुन सेवाग्राहीहरु आउने बित्तिकै चाहिँ हाम्रो उहाँ आउनु भयो के कामले आउनु भएको छ सोध्नुस् भनेर एउटा कर्मचारीहरुलाई पनि एउटा निर्देशन दिने
वडा अध्यक्ष पनि साथी जस्तो भइपार्नु भएको छ के हामीले नि जतिसरो हामीले गर्छौं उहाँले यस्तो कुरा हुँदैन भन्नु न सकेसम्म उहाँले आफ्नो व्यक्तिगत तर्फबाट कानुनी रूपमा सबैले सहज गर्नु भएको छ
महिला सशक्तिकरण भयो महिलाहरूलाई आवश्यकता महसुस गरेर यो वडा कार्यालयको प्रतिनिधिज्यूहरूले सबैतिर अनुगमन गरेर राम्रोसँग कार्यक्रम गरेको अनुभव छ हामीलाई
नानीको जन्म दर्ताको लागि आको अब खासै पैसा लागेन पैसा चाहिँ 1 पैसा पनि लागेन सजिलै भयो वडा अध्यक्षजीले सहयोग गर्नुभयो
आएपछि फर्केर त्यसै जानु पर्दैन जे काम हामीले सोच्यौं त्यो छिटै गर्दिनुहुन्छ राम्रै भएको छ
It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. What's your take on the Central Committee members of Nepali Congress being automatically appointed as General Convention representatives? Your options are A, leadership fearing election, B, unnecessary objection, and C, against General Committee's mandate. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for the sports news.
Sports news.
The National Football Governing Body, All Nepal Football Association ANFA, has decided to reward all players of Nepal's women's team, which finished as runners-up at the 5th SAF Women's Championship, with 100,000 rupees each. Biratnagar Metropolis has also decided to award the players with 50,000 rupees each. Nepal had lost the grand finale of the first ever SAF Women's Championship held in Nepal 3-1 against India. The Province 1 government had already declared of awarding the players with 100,000 rupees each. The General Assembly of ANFA, held in Biratnagar yesterday, also decided to institute district football associations in Khotang, Nawalpur and Manang. Chennai Super Kings have started the Indian Premier League with a 7-wicket win against Royal Challengers Bangalore. In the match played at Chennai's home ground last night, the hosts won the toss and asked Bangalore to bat first. Royal Challengers Bangalore were bowled out for a meager total of just 70 runs in 17.1 overs. Harbhajan Singh and Imran Tahir grabbed 3 wickets each for Chennai. Parthiv Patel top scored for Bangalore with 29 runs. Chasing a low target of only 71 runs for victory, Chennai reached the target, scoring 71 runs in 17.4 overs, losing just 3 wickets. Ambati Raidu, who scored 28 runs, was the top scorer for Chennai. And now, before wrapping up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Secondary Education Examination SEE starts from today. Over 474,000 students appearing at the examination. CDO issues circular to prohibit public representatives from monitoring exam halls. As many as 18 people die in Kathmandu alone in the past 3 months due to different strains of influenza virus. Concerned authority says there is no budget to buy vaccines. Hundreds of thousands opposed to Brexit march through central London to demand a new referendum. Deepening crisis risks Prime Minister May's premiership. And Chennai Super Kings start the Indian Premier League with a 7-wicket win against Royal Challengers Bangalore. And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good morning.